Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this 55 Chevy Gasser, this Chevy Bel-Air Gasser, that I mentioned yesterday in a previous video that today I would be doing something with this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out the base as usual and spray the interior, give it a different colour as I'm not into the whole chrome look, and maybe detail the interior slightly. I am going to leave this greeny coloured glass in as I do have a donor casting, but I think the glass on that is a darker colour. So I am going to leave the green in. Do some stuff with the engine, maybe do the headers in white. Give the radiator core a bit of a paint, pick out the windscreen wipers, just little things like that, lights, all that good stuff, and just see how it goes. I did spot, I think they do an RLC version of this with the same livery. I could be wrong. I might leave a photograph at the end, but same livery, just obviously dark wheels. They've got like black, well, this is all blacked out, nice looking, but anyway, let's get on and make a start. And there it is, all drilled out. So like I said, pretty green glass, but I'm going to go with that, as even though I don't really like coloured glass, it's just what I'm going to use. That's unfortunate, that's from packing, but it doesn't look too bad. I'm not really overly worried about that, but I do quite like this livery, this sort of khaki dark green, so it is pretty cool. So we'll get on now and tidy up the little ends on the where I've drilled it out in a bit, and then we'll start to do some detailing on the car and the interior. So that's the wheels off. So let's have a little look at the interior. So pretty bland on this one, so we'll just go with a plain colour. Anyway, less talking and let's just get on. And there it is, all ready to be put back together. So before I put it back together, we'll just have a little closer look at what I've done to it. So on the body, all I did was painted the lights and these lower indicators and the radiator core and the windscreen wipers, and that's about it. I didn't do the handles this time. I thought I'd leave them go for once, and obviously the backlights are done, and I blacked the plate out. So that is what I did to the actual body. Not a lot really. As usual, the interior had most of the work, so obviously I gave it a coat of green, and then obviously painted the headers white, rocker tops orange, tops there, tops of the engine there red, and obviously did the grille in black for once. The cam belt was tricky because it was so thin, so I ended up painting the whole front piece of it black, but it was so thin I had a real job trying to get it all covered, but I think it looks okay. And obviously the base had a brief bit of chrome, so that's pretty cool. And I think my chrome pen's running out because it really was a struggle today. I'm just looking at it now through the viewfinder. It's not turned out too bad, but I've got another chrome pen for future projects, so that's not a big problem. And obviously we got some excuse me, some different wheels. So this time I'm going to go with some black on the front and some sort of relatively plain wheels for the back. But anyway, let's get on and put it back together and take a proper look. And there it is, all back together, and it's looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased with the way this one's turned out. It is actually pretty cool. Usually I'm quite fussy with cars and I always find fault with them, but I'm actually quite happy with this one. So as you see, starting from the front, so you can see again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, all the front's painted in, the grille, the lights, the indicators, the little tank on the front. It's been chromed. Now you can see the engine detail now looks better now. It's actually in the car, so you can see that as well. the orange rocker tops and all that good stuff. The windscreen wipers have been chromed, and like I said, this is why, because of the colour of the glass, this is why I went with green. It didn't really matter what colour I painted the interior, you weren't going to see it unless I changed the glass. And the glass that I have spare, I don't want to use on this particular project. I want it for something else, so I had to go with the green. So that's why I painted the interior green. And the steering wheel's black. I don't know if you can see the steering wheel's black. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. The steering wheel is black, and you can just about see the chrome rev counter there. That I did the rev counter in chrome. So there's quite a few little details in there, but like I said, because of the glass, you're not really going to see it. Obviously the back's done there, so, and there's the underneath side, so it's not looking too bad at all. So let's just put it down and put the camera down a bit like that. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that. So I'm quite happy with it. So like I said, I'm usually quite fussy when it comes to the cars, but this one I'm quite happy with. I haven't glued this one together because I'm going to take it apart again at some point, and I'm going to channel the wheels out. I've got some new tube in here now, and I'm going to make it so it moves, and then once the car's rolling, I will then permanently fix it together. But I may give this car away at some point in the near future, because I am approaching near onto the 500 subscriber mark. I'm not quite there yet, but as I get closer to it, I might give this away. I'm thinking of the next giveaway that I do, it's going to be some of my custom cars or some of my wheel swaps. So it won't just be this piece, but this will be up for grabs, I think, in the near future. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, with that being said, please like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for further restorations, customs, wheel swaps and unboxings in the future, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.